Put away your inhibitions. Let the beast in you just get loose. We all young, wild, and different. We can all get from a little. I know you're terrified by what the future lies, but there's no compromising. It's my way or the highway. We all just slave the lust, hard building, breaking trust. Don't get wild when we come out, like don't get loud when the come out. That's instant. Give up what your friends think. Tell they bougie, go wait in line with them lame. Talking real rap, tell them break your neck, go and bust a rhyme. Going down, pass it around. Hey, what with me now? We running wild. Hey, and nobody can. We on the town. Hey, never come down. I never come down. Lose it. I might lose it. Lose it. I might lose it. Everybody got guilty pleasures. Mine just tend to catch me cases. Handcuffs, police inspections, lawyers, judges, allegations. Turn on your favorite station. You hear the same old song. I feel like, dog, I'm about to drop the bomb. Blow one down, pass it around. Hey, what with me now? We running wild. Hey, and nobody can. We on the town. Hey, never come down. I never come down. Down, pass it around, hey. What with me now? We running wild, hey. And nobody gang, we on the town, hey. Never come down, I never come down. Lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it. Lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We're across the pond in England this week, and two teams are hoping to show off for an international audience. It's the Seahawks going up against the Black Knights. Now for the call of this week's 7 matchup, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one, between the Seattle Seahawks and the London Black Knights. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Now a handoff here to his running back. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Here's the offense. Certainly some threats on this offense, and one of them that they target is Doug Baldwin.
Not only does he do a nice job catching the ball downfield, he's also a tremendous blocker that helps unleash the running game.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. And let's look defensively at the starters.
When Brian Orakpo was born, there was no doubt that with that name, he was going to be a defensive player and a good one. He knows how to get to quarterbacks.
To throw is Wilson. He's got Curse. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
He finds his man, Baldwin. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
First down and goal to go from the 7. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Thomas Rawls, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. On the return, this is Micah Hyde. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. They come out here in the eye. The first carry now. This is Lacey. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Mariota going to give it to his fullback. This is Charleston Fowler. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Brandon, you know, we talk about having wrinkles in a game plan. That was a fold right there. How about that play? Being able to change things up. You think anyone else on the team's going to get the ball, and in that situation, they surprise everyone and give it to their big guy.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Lacey. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And that's how you run the football and run it successfully. Big-time chunk of yardage picked up, but why? offensive linemen won at the point of attack. Their leverage way better than the defenders. The low man wins when you're getting underneath and trying to move people. That's exactly what happened on that play. The offensive line moved the defensive front, created space, and the end result, a fantastic run. And the tackle's made there by one of the secondary members. And I can guarantee you, having played that spot in the huddle right now or on the field, they're urging for a little bit more support from the guys up front. I actually remember one game where I hopped over a defensive lineman to make a tackle downfield and realized he was 10 yards downfield. That's not good. That's being driven off the line of scrimmage, and you can't have that if you're going to win a game on defense.
Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. They'll try to throw now. Mariota eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
Now Mariota. He locates Walker, complete. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. They'll try to pound it in with Lacey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Lacey will try again. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it's London football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. Delaney Walker, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
This one taken just inside the 10. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Brian Orakpo in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Play action. Now Wilson. The grab made by Curse over the middle. And he's brought down. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction, because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback, because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Still in search of the first down after that last completion. Short yardage unit out there. This is Fowler, the fullback. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down and distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you think, yeah, the fullback's probably going to get the ball, but when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. That's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up a first down.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run, because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete. So a pass interference here, and this is obviously a call we see all the time, but for the defender, it's becoming almost impossible to play defense in some of these situations.
You're trying to play through the receiver to the football. If there's any contact at all before he gets there, those officials will throw the flag and call interference.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
In motion left goes a tight end. Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
Give him 11 on the gain there, and that enables him to also pick up the first.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
2nd down, Mariota. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Game clock setting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning. So now a 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Lacey. 1:59 to go in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. Now Ryan Suckup will come on and try the field goal. And Suckup will put this one right through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. In the slot on the right is Graham. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Red zone opportunity. Shift together here from the D-line. On 2nd down, Lacey. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Delaney Walker, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And his guys are going to retake the lead. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Wilson on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Wilson will throw again. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Alshon Jeffrey hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now back out comes the offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now a first down carry. It's Lacey. A gain of 3, second down. Now it's 2nd and 7.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Mariota on first down. That is caught at the 7. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Delaney Walker as the first half is winding down. And his guys have once again taken the lead. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They go play action here on first down. He sets to fire deep. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's got time. He's going to let it go again. And this one is incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we will send you back stateside to Orlando and say hello to Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And some space here. And he takes it all the way, but there is a flag down, so hold the celebration. This one's coming. Now Lacy. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Eddie Lacy, the one he was trying to get it to. And that takes us from second to third down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
On third down, Mariota got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I heard so much about the offense Marcus Mariota ran while he was at Oregon, about how people were just wide open, how he couldn't fail to hit them. But I always said the same thing. He sure as heck didn't miss them very often. Very accurate, even on short throws.
Yeah, he can go short, he can go deep, obviously, but he's really good with that short passing game.
Dart thrower, very accurate. Receivers love him.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. After the interception, here's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
And on the ground they go with the running back. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And they give this time to the tailback. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
That was a nice play by the defense, but the offense can't let that one play define them. Let it go, move on, and start over again.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Wilson. He's got Curse. And he's brought down after a good gain. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he's going to take this down to about the 17. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. Hauschka now for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This one taken from the 7. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. And here now the offense heading back out there. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They'll turn the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. They start the drive on the ground with Lacey. And he cuts it out to the sideline. And he's brought down after a good gain. A gain of 35 that time. And it's good enough for a first down. They come out here in the I. They stay on the ground on first down with Lacey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Lacey. Lacey hit. He lost the football. It's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Mariota now on second down. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to make it third down and 10.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. To throw is Mariota. Wide open receiver complete. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
But normally on a third down play, I'm not a huge proponent of play action. But when you run it as effectively as we've seen them do in this game, yeah, it sets it up pretty well.
Yeah, particularly on this drive, they've been great running the ball. Good setup. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. From the red zone now, Mariota. Over the middle, it's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Mariota again. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His third touchdown now on the year. And his guys have once again taken the lead.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but in today's NFL, I wouldn't want to play defense. Too many great receivers and guys who are accurate, who can get them the ball. We've seen the result. Days like this one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Wilson. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
and long. It's Wilson. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Welcome back now here in London. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And that is incomplete here. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense. They come out here in the eye. And they'll run it here. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Now Wilson on first down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. They'll run it with Lacey. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets them a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, partner, but on second and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
Now a 20th carry of the game for Lacey. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down. One back is Lacey. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Third and long here for Mariota. And Walker has it. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 10. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Now Wilson, and that's going to be incomplete.
I remember growing up playing basketball. My coaches always talked about communicating on defense, making sure you talk on defense, know where your screens are, know where the cuts are coming from, who has who. Well, guess what? It's the same thing in football. Even though there's more noise out there, you can hear all the screams of screen, screen. This defense, the bench, everyone let them know what the play was, and that's why they were able to react and knock the ball away. I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Well, that's third down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It'll be a gain of 9, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Flushed out right. Caught right side. It's Jeffrey. It's a pickup of 21. And the Seahawks are going to have a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. On first and 10, it's Wilson finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the fourth with the football.
All week long as a defense, you game plan to stop this guy as a runner. And then when they start sneaking him out of the backfield and throwing it to him, that totally disrupts what you plan to do in the game.
First and goal here from the 9. They'll try to run with Rawls. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a second and goal situation. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Second and goal from the 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the 4th. Now to send this one away following the score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
They come out here in the eye. Again, it's Lacey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. 9 yards to go. It's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. They'll run. This is Lacey. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They run it again with Lacey. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
11 yards on the pickup, and that'll be good enough for the first. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And this one is right through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense ready to take over again. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. They come out here in the eye. Now a rush coming, and he's taken down. Telvin Smith coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down for a loss of 5. Now the first throw in overtime for Mariota. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. He got 29 yards that time.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yeah. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
On the ground, this is Lacy. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Mariota now on second down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Fourth down, Mariota. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A big-time sack there on fourth down. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. The 30. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Well, you never know what you're going to expect when you come to the stadium to call a game. Sometimes you get good ones. Sometimes you get bad ones. Sometimes you get great ones. And that's what we had here. What an exciting finish on that last big play.
And I think that as we look at it, when you're talking about a great finish, which went along with a game that obviously was dramatic because we did get into overtime, what type of play calls do you have left? What have you not shown? Or what have you made an adjustment to what you've worked out all the way through that's going to give you the play we saw to win the game? Because I know everyone's thinking that was something that they just drew up. It might have been something they've been working on, and now they got the right matchup.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.